Today I was bullish on the day, looking for the daily to expand to the upside. But on the New York, I looked to sell. So as my sell entry, I had already taken it before playing the record. So there's actually nothing I could do about that. So first partial, relative equal sell side resting below. That's where I was reaching for with the London. I was looking at the London to act as jute swing, to sell lower, to drop lower to that inefficiency below. And then that inefficiency would serve as support to continue higher. That was what was in my mind. So that midnight open was what I was looking at, but I was like, since the sell side is directly below midnight open, why not just make it my target? So this is me selling. I made a mistake of not placing a risk of $1,000. I went and placed a risk of $500, which is lower than my normal risk. But I had to be flexible and just manage it like that. The London session volatility, so it was not well measured. Before I could think of doing anything, price had already started moving. So I just left it, Jerry. So make I leave them. But this is me pointing out my sell, my stop loss, which is directly at the high of that inefficiency. I like where I place my stop loss. No making things too tight or strangled, just a free loose stop loss. So look at the reaction, perfect delivery from that inefficiency, that's bearish signature. Bearish signature. I don't know, I think this was this was a quadrant level on the daily quadrant high, I think. Yeah, daily quadrant high. Price was reacting from at this point in time. I closed partially. I closed the position partially at, was it 1K? Yeah, $1,000. And then dropped my risk. I trailed my stop loss on profit of $200. So if it comes against me, it's fine. I'll be a profit. I closed that thing at $1,000. I'm seeing $980 there. I don't know what's wrong with this broker. I think it's their commission that is making them do that thing. I don't know what is that thing. So 330 sweet spot of London is here. But 330 is like some kind of macro. Price begins to spool once it's 330. So at this point in time, I was waiting for movement. All I had to do was to wait for price to start spooling. The price was quite sluggish. I noticed the sluggishness. I was like, what is this? It was just sluggish. To a point whereby I decided, it seems I'm going to close this trade. Because I've seen it already, I'll be stopped out. Exactly. So I closed it there at $300. Adding to my $1,000. So I just closed the trade on profit. I've done enough. I closed the first partial at 4 risk to reward. So it's not bad. So I think I went to do something, then I came back only to see that price had gone back all the way to my sell entry. But look at how my stop loss held its ground. Look at the perfect delivery to the consequent encroachment of that inefficiency that is directly below my stop loss. These are the signatures I'm looking for when I'm bearish. I look at price reaction, willingness to pull away from it explosively. That's all bearish signature. It shows that I'm in sync and I know what I'm doing. So I see. Price began dropping aggressively to that sell side I had pointed out. Then I think at this point it started going into some kind of very boring consolidation. Like it was just weird. It just won't stop consolidating. Just kept moving back and forth and back and forth. But what I was thinking in my mind is that price must reach the midnight open at least. That was what I was thinking about. I was like, price has to at least reach the midnight open, which I had pointed out before the fact. the price is dropping towards it. There is 4:30 high impact news, London session, and there's also 8:30 high impact news, CPI release this very Friday. And I'm expecting higher prices this Friday. I'm not expecting TGIF. I pointed it out, delivering price explosively towards the midnight. You see that? So today I'm not expecting TGIF because price had already retraced into the weekly range. Our price is above the all-time high. So on the daily, my expectation was just to see price continue spooling higher. It was very bullish yesterday. I still expect it to do the same. I'm looking at the daily. I'm not looking at the lower time frame. If it was up to the lower time frame, I would have said, oh, I'm looking at price to start retracing. I'm looking at price to start retracement. Yep. Just look at that consolidation. See what the network they do me. This is me battling with network at this point in time. Had to reconnect my Wi-Fi. I think this is the part I'm supposed to edit out. But I won't edit it. The video won't be long. So, and look at when I came back, price had already delivered to my first partial. Look at that. Beautiful delivery there. And that was all. Yeah, that was all. Today's CPI. Let me show today's CPI. Yeah, let me show that now. After price triggered my sell entry and then dropped to my sell side, it didn't get to my target one, which is where I was expecting price to just dip into before going higher, which is still the same thing for me, which means it's very bullish. Look at perfect delivery to that inefficiency, displacement, then price consolidated, then use that same inefficiency, drop down to the 1 minute, use that same inefficiency. Look at this drop, this PM session. I was looking at price might drop. Crazy, innit? Yeah, crazy. So this is that 1 minute time frame where I sold. Look at my sell entry there, perfectly triggered, perfectly delivered to my target. Beautifully there. The midnight was what I was actually looking at. So failure to touch this 15 minutes inefficiency, meaning it's very strongly bullish. So what I'm looking at is extending these inefficiencies all the way to the New York session. Stuff like this, like it works majority of the time. Important inefficiency, extend them through time. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So see price reaction there. Stops dead at the high, stops dead there, and then during the CPI, the 8:30 impact CPI, slashed and slice through these lows here. Manipulation, accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. Look at that. Just look at 1 minute candle. Like, this is crazy. If your TP was here, it won't even respect your TP at all. That's full blast, full blue through your TP. Explosive move to the upside. That was what this thing did here. And fake buy breakout, run against stops here, and that was the 10 o'clock silver bullet, and then price began to spool again to the upside. Going into the 11:30, price just dropped down below old lows, and then continued higher into the PM session, with which price then dropped into these old lows here to take them out with the PM session, as would be expected. So yeah, that's all. Peace and love.